If you've listened to this whole journey, then you know this wasn't a story about a perfect life. It was a story about a faithful God. There were nights I cried. There were doors that closed. There were seasons when I waited. There were moments when I couldn't walk. There were times when my faith became small. But through every chapter, God was there. And if there's one thing I want you to remember, after everything I've been through, it's this: trust God. Even when you don't understand, even when you have to wait, even when the road gets dark, trust God. He will never fail you. Trust God. I remember when I started with a heart full of fear. I had dreams inside my spirit, but I couldn't see them clear. I didn't know what tomorrow held. I didn't know where I would go. I only knew I needed God, because I couldn't do it alone. There were questions in my mind. There were tears behind my eyes. But somewhere underneath the fear, I still believed you were alive. So I took another step, even though I couldn't see. I didn't know the road, but I knew the one who led me. I didn't know the future, but I knew He held it. Trust God. He will never fail you. When you can't see the way, trust Him with your tomorrow. Trust Him with today. Trust God. He will never fail you. When your heart is full of fear, He may not answer when you want Him to, but He will always be near when you don't understand. Trust God. Oh, hey, I remember those midnight hours when everybody was asleep. I was sitting in the darkness with my tears upon my cheeks. I didn't have a perfect prayer. Didn't know what to say. I just whispered, God, please help me. And somehow I made it through the day. The situation didn't change, but something changed in me. I discovered God can give you peace before He changes your circumstances. I thought silence meant He wasn't listening. But silence taught me to listen differently. Trust God. He will never fail you. Even in the darkest night, He can become your shelter. He can become your light. Trust God. He will never fail you. When you have no words to pray, your tears can reach His heart, and His grace can make go away. When you feel alone, trust God. Trust God. Trust God. Yeah. There was a door I wanted more than anything before. I prayed until I couldn't pray for you to open that door, but you said no, and I didn't understand. I thought you were taking something good away. Years later, I finally saw what was behind that door, and I started thanking you for every time you told me no, because what looked like rejection was actually protection. Sometimes God's greatest mercy is the door He doesn't open. Sometimes His greatest answer is the thing future from something you don't know.
Trust God, He'll never fail you.
When your plans don't work out, His ways are higher than your ways. His wisdom is beyond your doubt. When the door closes,
Trust God. Trust God.
when the door closes,
Trust God.
I remember all the waiting when I thought my time was done. I watched everybody moving while I felt like I was standing still. I prayed for one small blessing. I asked for just enough, but you were building something deeper while I was learning how to trust. I couldn't see it happening,
I couldn't feel it growing,
but underneath the surface,
you were working.
while I was watching the clock, you were preparing the moment. While I was asking how long, you were preparing now.
Trust God, He will never fail you.
Even when you have to wait, but what feels like a long delay can still become a beautiful fate.
Trust God,
He
will never fail you.
When nothing seems to move, He can work behind the scenes in ways you cannot prove. When you're waiting,
Trust God.
when I couldn't walk, there came a day when I had nothing left. I couldn't pretend anymore. I couldn't carry the weight. I couldn't keep smiling. I couldn't keep saying I'm fine. I finally told God
I need you.
and that prayer changed everything. He didn't suddenly remove every problem, but He gave me strength for another step, then another, then another. And eventually I realized He had been carrying me the whole time.
When my strength ended,
His grace began,
when I couldn't move,
His hands carried me.
Trust God.
Trust God.
Trust God.
Trust God. If you've listened to this whole journey, then you know this wasn't a story about a perfect life.
There were moments when I thought I was completely alone. I couldn't see a way forward. I couldn't understand what God was doing. And honestly, there were days when my faith became so small that all I could say was, God, if you're still here, please don't let me go.
I didn't realize I was asking God to do something He had never stopped doing. Because even when I couldn't feel Him,
Even when I couldn't hear Him,
even when I couldn't see Him,
He never let me go.
When I felt alone, I walked through rooms full of people, but somehow still felt alone. I smiled when somebody asked me, but inside I wanted to go home. I carried things in silence that nobody knew about. I didn't want to tell my story. I was afraid they'd count me out. So I kept everything inside me and tried to make it through the day. But every night when I was alone, I finally let the tears fall away.
I thought nobody could see me,
But you saw me.
thought nobody could hear me,
But you heard me.
thought nobody understood.
But you knew everything.
You never let me go.
Even when I walked away, you holding me. Oh, hey, there were days I questioned everything I used to believe. I prayed the same old prayers, but wondered if you heard me. I watched the storm keep coming and wondered when it would end. I asked you for a miracle, but couldn't see one yet. Sometimes I felt guilty
because I wasn't as strong
as I thought I should be,
but you didn't walk away
because I had questions. You weren't waiting
for perfect faith.
You were meeting me
with perfect grace. You never let me go
when I didn't understand.
You stayed right beside me
and held my trembling hand.
You never let me go
when I was scared of what I'd see. You reminded my heart,
child,
I'm still with you. I remember one night I sat alone and thought, maybe I'm done. Not because I didn't love God, but because I was tired. Tired of fighting, tired of waiting, tired of wondering, tired of pretending everything was okay. I looked toward the ceiling and whispered, God, I don't know how much longer I can do this. And there was no thunder, no dramatic miracle, just silence. But somehow I stayed. Maybe that was the miracle. I woke up the next morning, still breathing,
still here,
still believing, even if my faith was only a whisper.
You never let me go
Even when I almost gave up, you gave me strength to rise again. When I had nothing left,
never let me go
when I couldn't see the light, you kept me through the darkness until the morning came in sight. You showed yourself in little ways. A peaceful morning, a phone call at the right time, a song that found me when I needed it, a stranger's kindness, a door opening at just the right moment, a little strength when I thought I had none. Looking back, I realized those moments weren't accidents. They reminded me
you were still there.
you didn't always shout. Sometimes you whispered.
You didn't always change everything
Sometimes you gave me strength
to face it. You never let me go.
You were closer than I knew.
In every little moment,
Your mercy carried me through.
never let me go.
When I thought you disappeared, you were closer than my heartbeat. You were always near. When I look back, one day I stopped and looked behind me.
I remembered the places
I thought would destroy me.
the nights
I thought I wouldn't survive. The doors I thought would never open.
the tears
I thought would never stop. And I realized I'm still here. Not because I was strong enough,
not because I had all the answers.
but because
God never let me go.
I lost some things.
But I didn't lose him.
I walked through storms.
But I wasn't abandoned.
I fell down.
But I wasn't forgotten. You never let me go.
Through every valley I walked through, you kept my heart from breaking. When I didn't know what to do,
Never let me go.
and now I understand. Every time I thought I was alone,
You were holding my hand.
I used to fear tomorrow because I couldn't control it. Now I don't have to. I don't know what tomorrow brings, but I know.
I remember who I was before the breakthrough, before the peace, before the joy. I remember the nights when I cried alone. I remember the mornings when I didn't want to get out of bed. I remember asking, God, how am I going to make it? And now, I'm standing here, looking at my life. And all I can say is, look what God has done.
I remember the lonely nights when sleep wouldn't come. I remember all the questions when I didn't know what I'd become. I remember the closed doors. I remember feeling lost. I remember counting every failure and wondering what it cost. I remember telling God, I don't know what to do, and somehow He kept making a way. I couldn't see the ending, but God already knew. I couldn't see the purpose, but He was working through. Look what God has done. Look how far He brought me. I was standing in the darkness, now I'm walking in the light. God has done. Look at where I am. The hands that held me through the valley never let me go. I thought my story was over, but God wasn't finished. There were nights I thought the pain would never end. I thought the tears would become my normal. I thought the fear would always live inside me. But morning kept coming, one day after another, and every morning God gave me another reason to keep going. I didn't recognize it then, but every new sunrise was another testimony. Oh, I survived what I thought would destroy me. I walked through what I thought would break me, and God was there through it all. Look what God has done. He turned my tears to joy. He took the broken pieces and gave them back a voice. Look what God has done. He gave my heart a new song. The road was long and difficult, but He carried me along. I used to cry over doors that You refused to open. I thought You were saying no. Now I understand. You were saying, not that one. You saw what was behind it. You knew what I didn't know. You protected my future when I couldn't protect myself. And now I thank You for every door You closed. What broke my heart, protected my life. What looked like rejection was mercy. What looked like a setback was redirection. Look what God has done. He turned my no into a new road. He took me somewhere better than the place I wanted to go. Look what God has done. Now I can finally see the door I cried about back then was never meant for me. I remember the waiting, months that felt like years, prayers I kept repeating through all my doubts and fears. I watched other people moving while I felt stuck in place, but You were working quietly, preparing me for grace. I wanted everything quickly. You wanted something lasting. I wanted the blessing. You wanted to build the person who could carry it. While I was watching the clock, You were preparing the moment. While I was asking how long, You were saying, trust me. Look what God has done. He was working while I waited. Every prayer I thought was lost was being carefully prepared. Look what God has done. Now I can see the plan. The waiting didn't waste my life. It strengthened who I am now. There was a season when I couldn't keep going. I was tired. I was hurting. I was empty. I remember saying, God, carry me. And He did. He carried me through morning when I didn't have strength. He carried me through nights when I couldn't sleep. He carried me through moments when I couldn't even pray. Looking back, I know Every step wasn't mine.
Some steps
With grace, I thought I was walking.
you were carrying me.
I thought I was surviving, but you were sustaining me. Look what God
Has done.
I'm still standing here today, not because I was always strong, but because you made a way.
Look what God has done.
I'm breathing, I'm alive. The God who carried me before is the reason I survived when I couldn't walk. There were moments when I couldn't feel God. I thought He had left me. But now, I look back and realize He was closer than I knew. He was in the quiet. He was in the waiting. He was in the unexpected phone call. He was in the little moments that gave me enough strength to keep going. God didn't always remove the storm. Sometimes He became my shelter inside it. I wasn't chasing riches. I wasn't chasing applause. I was only trying to survive. I prayed for enough strength for another day, enough peace to sleep at night, enough faith to keep believing. I wasn't asking for much, but while I was looking for a cup, God was preparing a river. While I was expecting a little, He was preparing more than I could imagine. Some blessings
You don't find.
they find you. And after everything I had been through, I finally understood. Overflow found me.
Overflow found me. Overflow found me.
Overflow found me.
Overflow found me. Overflow found me.
I remember praying quietly with my hands upon my face. I wasn't asking for a mansion. I just wanted peace and grace. I wasn't asking for perfection. I just wanted strength to stand. I had been through so many battles. I needed help to understand. I said, Lord, give me enough to make it through this day.
I never knew
You had already started making a way.
I was counting what was missing.
You were counting what was coming.
I was looking at my empty hand.
You were preparing to fill them.
Overflow found me.
When I least expected it,
Your mercy filled my empty cup.
with blessings I couldn't measure.
Overflow found me.
Your favor fell like rain
You turned my lonely wilderness
into fruitful fields again. Now every breath
I breathe
will glorify
Your name.
because your
Faithful love.
forever stays the same. I didn't see it coming. I had gotten used to waiting. I had gotten used to know. I had learned to keep on walking even when the road was slow. Then one day something happened that I never could have planned. The door opened in the distance and I knew it was your hand. It wasn't what I expected, it was more than I had prayed. After all those silent seasons, you were showing me your way. I thought the waiting meant nothing was happening, but you were preparing something beautiful. When I least expected it,
Your goodness filled my empty heart.
with blessings I couldn't measure.
Overflow found me.
Your favor fell like rain
You turned my lonely wilderness
into fruitful fields again. I thought the story was over, but you were writing another chapter. I realized overflow wasn't only about money. It was peace, it was health, it was people who genuinely loved me. It was waking up and not being afraid. It was sleeping peacefully. It was laughing again. It was having hope again. It was being able to look at my life and say, God has been good. The greatest blessing was becoming grateful for the things I used to overlook. I thought abundance was everything I could hold, but you showed me abundance is having a heart that recognizes your goodness.
Overflow found me
In places I didn't expect, you gave me peace beyond my troubles and joy I can't forget.
Overflow found me
And now my heart can see the greatest gift was knowing your presence stayed with me. Yeah. You restored the years I thought I would never get back. You healed the parts of me that pain had left cracked. You brought new dreams into places that had died. You gave me reasons to believe when hope was nowhere in sight. The person I used to be would never believe the life I have today, because you took my broken pieces and gave them a new purpose. What I call
wasted season,
you call
preparation.
what I call
Broken chapter,
you call
testimony. Overflow found me
After years of holding on, you turned my tears into a testimony and gave me another song.
Overflow found me
After nights I couldn't sleep, you brought me through the valley and gave my soul new peace. I couldn't stop thanking you. I started remembering
and every prayer,
every midnight,
every closed door.
every waiting season, every tear, every moment I thought you had forgotten me. And suddenly I saw the connection. The pain had shaped me, the waiting had strengthened me, the closed doors had protected me, the tears had taught me to appreciate joy. And now I couldn't complain, I could only say thank you.
I don't deserve
Everything you've given me
but your grace.
has never been about what I deserve. It's about who you are.
Overflow found me
Not because I earned it all,
but because your grace kept reaching.
every time I thought I'd fall.
I finally understood.
Oh, overflow found me.
Overflow found me.
I remember that door. I wanted it so badly. I prayed for it. I cried for it. I waited for it. And when it finally closed, I thought God had forgotten me. I didn't understand. I asked, why would you let this happen? But years later, I look back and realize something. God wasn't hurting me, He was protecting me. The door I was crying over was the door
I needed to thank Him
for closing. I stood outside that door with my dreams inside my hands. I thought if I could enter, everything would go as planned. I had imagined my future, I had pictured how it would be. I thought this was the answer to every prayer inside of me. So I prayed, God, please
open it
I waited.
when nothing happened.
The door stayed closed, and my heart started breaking.
I couldn't understand your silence.
I couldn't understand your no.
I thought you were taking something from me.
I didn't
Thank you, Lord. I remember telling you,
just give me one more chance.
I thought if you opened it,
I finally understand.
I kept asking for a blessing,
I kept asking for a sign,
but you kept saying,
trust my timing, trust my plan.
trust me.
I didn't want a lesson,
I want the blessing.
I didn't want to wait.
I wanted the answer
But you saw something
that I couldn't see. I saw the opportunity,
you saw the danger,
I saw the beginning,
you saw the ending,
I saw what I wanted,
you saw what I needed.
you saw what I needed.
Saw you close, save me.
From something I couldn't see, I thought I lost my future.
You were
Protecting me.
saw you close, save me.
Now I'm standing here, thankful for the no I once wished would disappear. When I felt rejected for a while, I took that closed door personally. I looked at everybody else and wondered,
Why then?
why did their door open?
Why did mine close?
Why did their dream happen?
Why am I still waiting?
I compared my life to somebody else's chapter, and comparison
Made my heart tired.
but God reminded me, their journey isn't mine, their timing isn't mine, their door isn't mine, and my story doesn't have to look like theirs.
What God has for me
Doesn't need to look like what He gave somebody else. I don't need that door if God has another one with my name on it.
saw you close, save me.
From becoming someone I wasn't, you protected my heart
When I thought I had been
forgotten. The door you closed,
saw you close, save me.
and now I understand. Your no was not rejection, it was mercy in disguise. Years passed, and life kept moving. One day, I heard what happened behind that door, and suddenly, everything made sense. The opportunity I wanted had destroyed someone else. The situation I begged for wasn't what it looked like. The place I wanted to be was never the place God wanted me. And I sat there quietly, remembering all those prayers. I remember crying, I remembered asking,
Why won't you open it?
and for the first time,
I whispered,
thank you for saying no. I cried then, but I cry differently now. Those weren't tears of disappointment, they were tears of gratitude. The door you closed saved me, and I finally see the truth. You protected my tomorrow
when I couldn't see past my youth.
the door.
Saw you close, save
So I won't question every no, because sometimes your protection looks like a road I cannot go. You didn't leave me standing there, you redirected me,
you close one road.
then slowly showed me another. It wasn't the road I expected, it wasn't as easy, it wasn't as quick, but it was better. You introduced me to people who helped me grow. You brought opportunities I never imagined. You gave me lessons that made me stronger, and eventually I understood the closed door wasn't the end, it was a turn. You weren't saying
Never,
you were saying
not this.
you weren't saying
Never,
you were saying
not this.
you weren't saying
You don't deserve it.
I have something better. Oh, I stood outside with my dreams inside my hands. I thought if I could enter, everything would go as planned. I had imagined my future. I had pictured how it would be.
I used to think, if God was really with me, everything would be easy. I thought doors would always open. I thought prayers would always get answered immediately. I thought faith meant never being afraid. But then life happened, and I discovered sometimes faith isn't about knowing, it's about trusting. Trusting when the door is closed, trusting when the answer is delayed, trusting when the road is dark, trusting when your heart is asking, God, where are you?
And that's when I learned
I had to trust you. I wanted to know why. I wanted you to tell me why everything went wrong. I wanted you to explain why the waiting felt so long. I had prayed about my future, I had prayed about my dreams, but nothing seemed to change and nothing looked the way I dreamed. I kept asking questions that you didn't answer then. I thought your silence meant you weren't listening again, but you were listening. You were simply teaching me to trust you. I wanted the whole picture. You gave me one step.
I wanted the destination.
You gave me faith.
I wanted certainty.
You gave me trust. I
had to trust you
when I couldn't understand.
I had to place my future
in your loving hands.
I had to trust you
when the road was hard to see. I didn't know where you were taking me, but I knew you cared for me. I
couldn't see tomorrow,
but I could trust you today. Yeah. I remember certain doors I begged you to open wide. I thought if you would let me through, everything would be alright. I prayed and prayed for something that I thought I couldn't live without, but the door stayed closed and I couldn't understand why. I cried about the ending, I questioned everything, but later on I realized you were protecting me. What I called rejection
was protection.
What I called a setback
was redirection.
What I called a loss
was making room.
Oh,
I had to trust you
when you didn't give me what I asked.
I had to believe your wisdom
was greater than my plans.
I had to trust you
when you told me
wait,
because sometimes your greatest blessings begin behind a closed gate. When I was afraid, there were nights I felt afraid of everything ahead. My mind imagined every problem before the morning came. I worried about my future, I worried about my life, I worried about the people I love. With all my heart I tried to control tomorrow by worrying about today. But worry never changed a thing, it only stole my peace away. Then I remembered God had already brought me through so many things.
If you carried me yesterday,
you can carry me tomorrow.
You were faithful before,
you will be faithful again. I had to trust you when fear was speaking loud.
I had to hear your promises
above the noise around.
I had to trust you
when my heart was full of doubt. You reminded me the same God who brought you through will bring you out. One night, I got down on my knees and finally stopped pretending. I told you,
I don't know what I'm doing.
I told you,
I'm tired.
I told you,
I'm scared.
I told you,
I told you
control the outcome. I simply said,
God, I trust you.
the circumstances didn't change, but my heart did. The storm didn't disappear, but my fear became smaller. The road didn't become clearer, but I knew who was walking with me.
I had to trust you.
Even when I couldn't see,
I had to believe your plan
was better than my dreams.
I had to trust you.
When the answer wasn't there, I gave you all my worries and you gave me peace instead. I stopped asking why and started saying, lead me. Everybody had advice about what I should do. They told me where to go and what they thought was best for me. But nobody knew my heart the way that you did.
Nobody knew my future
The way that you knew it. So I stopped letting people's voices become louder than your voice. I stopped comparing my
journey
to somebody else's journey.
I learned
My timing,
wasn't that timing,
my story,
wasn't their story.
and my God was still my God. I don't have to understand.
Someone else's blessing,
I don't have to understand.
someone else's timing.
I only need to trust
What you are doing,
in my life. I had to trust you or never.
I thought nothing was happening. I prayed. I waited. I prayed again and waited some more. Days became weeks, weeks became months, and sometimes it felt like heaven was silent. I started asking, God, did you forget me? But I didn't know that while I was watching the clock, God was preparing the time. While I was waiting, He was working. I remember that season when everything stood still. I had dreams inside my heart, but nothing seemed to move. I watched other people prosper while I waited for my turn. I smiled when they told their stories, but inside my heart still burned. I asked you for an answer,
I asked you for a sign,
but every morning came and went, and I was still in the same place.
I wondered if my prayers
were disappearing into the sky. I couldn't see
anything changing,
so I thought nothing was happening, but you were moving while my eyes couldn't see. You were standing still. You were moving things behind the scenes and preparing me for your will. While I was waiting, you were working even when I couldn't understand. You were preparing what I prayed for while I was learning how to trust your plan. I thought you had forgotten me, but you were working. I saw somebody else's blessing and wondered when mine would come. I watched their doors open while mine stayed closed and locked. I started comparing my journey to everybody else's road. I forgot that every story different chapter to unfold. I asked God, why not me? But you quietly reminded me, my timing isn't that timing. What looked like delay
Was preparation.
what looked like silence was movement. What looked like nothing was something being built.
While I was waiting, you were working.
While I thought my season had passed, you were strengthening my foundation, so the blessing could finally last. While I was waiting,
you were working.
while I was asking,
How long?
you were teaching me patience. You were making my spirit strong. I wanted it now, I wanted the answer yesterday. I wanted everything today. I wanted you to change my situation and make the pain go away. But you knew I wasn't ready. I wanted the blessing, but you were preparing the person who would receive it. I wanted the harvest,
But you were working on the roots.
I wanted the testimony.
But you were building my faith.
I thought the waiting was wasting my time, but you were using the waiting to change my life. Ooh, you were changing me inside. You were healing old wounds. I had tried so hard to hide. Hey, hey, hey.
While I was waiting,
You were working. You were teaching me to pray. You were preparing me for something I couldn't see that day. There were mornings I wanted to stop believing. I prayed the same prayer so many times that I wondered, does God still hear me? But every time I wanted to quit, something inside me said, keep going. So I kept praying, I kept believing, I kept showing up, even when I didn't feel anything, even when nothing looked different, even when the answer seemed far away. I kept trusting,
because faith isn't always.
feeling hopeful,
Sometimes faith is
continuing,
when you don't feel.
hopeful. While I was waiting,
You were working.
when I almost walked away, you gave me enough strength to believe another day.
While I was waiting,
You were working, even when my faith was small. You didn't ask me to understand everything. You simply asked me to trust you through it all. One day, I thought about a seed. The seed disappears beneath the ground. Nobody sees it.
nobody celebrates it.
Nobody knows what is happening underneath. But underneath, something is happening. Roots are growing,
Life is forming.
preparation is taking place. And maybe my waiting season was like that seed.
Maybe I
Wasn't forgotten, maybe I was growing. Just because I couldn't see it didn't mean you weren't doing it. Just because it was quiet didn't mean you were absent. Oh,
while I was waiting,
you were
working.
like a seed beneath the ground. You were building something beautiful, but nobody could see it yet. While I was waiting, you were working, even when my faith was small. You didn't ask me to understand everything. You simply asked me to trust you through it all. You were preparing me, yo. You were working, yeah. I thought nothing was happening. I prayed, I waited, I prayed again, and waited some more. Days became weeks, weeks became months.
There was a season when I didn't need another speech. I didn't need somebody to tell me, be strong. Because honestly, I wasn't strong anymore. I had spent so long trying to hold everything together that eventually I couldn't hold it anymore. I remember sitting alone and saying, God, I don't think I can do this. I thought that was the end of my strength, but it wasn't. Because when my strength ended, His began. And when I couldn't walk anymore, He carried me. I woke up every morning with a weight upon my chest. I told everybody I was fine, but my heart could not find rest. I kept moving through the day, even when I felt so weak. I smiled at everybody, but I had nothing left to give. I carried all my problems like they belonged to me. I tried to fix tomorrow before tomorrow could even be. I thought being strong meant never admitting that I was tired. But you saw the tears behind my smile. You saw the weakness behind my strength. And you knew I couldn't keep going like this. You carried me when I couldn't walk. You held me when I couldn't stand. When I had no strength left inside me, you took me by the hand. You carried me when I couldn't walk, when I couldn't find my way. You gave me enough grace to make it through another day. I thought I was carrying my life, but now I know you were carrying me. There was one particular morning when everything felt too much. One more problem came my way, and I had already had enough. I went somewhere by myself because I didn't want them to see. I sat down and started crying and finally admitted, I need you, Lord. I didn't know what else to say. I didn't know what else to do, so I just sat there and cried. I had spent years trying to look strong, but that day I stopped pretending. I told you the truth, I can't do this without you. Yeah. You carried me when I couldn't walk, when my heart was breaking down. You found me in the quiet place when nobody else was around. When nobody else was around. You carried me when I couldn't walk, when I was too weak to pray. You gave me enough strength to survive another day. I looked at my life and counted every mistake, every road I should have chosen, every chance I let escape. I thought about the people I disappointed through the years. I remembered all the nights I cried alone with all my fears. I thought my weakness was proof that I had failed, but you showed me being broken doesn't mean being finished. You didn't see a failure, you saw a child who needed help. You didn't turn away, you came closer. I couldn't walk. You never called me weak. You gave me strength in places I didn't know to see. You carried me when I couldn't walk, and you never let me go when I had nothing left to give. Your grace became my overflow. You didn't always answer with something dramatic. Sometimes you help me through one peaceful morning. Sometimes you help me, one person calling. Sometimes you help me, a song I needed to hear. Sometimes you help me by simply giving me enough strength for today. I wanted you to fix my entire life, but you taught me to take life one day at a time. You didn't give me tomorrow.
people saw me standing, so they thought I was strong. They didn't know how many times I almost gave up. They didn't know how many nights I cried. They didn't know how many prayers I whispered. But God knew. He saw every hidden battle. He saw every silent tear. And somehow, He kept me standing. What people called my strength was actually His grace. You carried me. You carried me when I couldn't walk. That's why I'm still here today. Not because I had all the answers, but because You made a way. You carried me when I couldn't walk, and now I understand. Every step I thought I took alone was guided by Your hands. Sometimes I think about that person I used to be, the one who thought I have to handle life.
Everybody was asleep, but I was awake. The lights were off, the room was quiet, but my mind wouldn't stop. I had spent the whole day telling people I'm okay, but I wasn't. I carried the weight of things I couldn't explain. So at midnight, I got down on my knees. I didn't have a perfect prayer, I didn't have beautiful words. I just had tears and a heart that was tired. I whispered, God, if You can hear me, please don't leave me here alone. And then I felt something I couldn't explain. Peace. The situation hadn't changed, but something inside me had. And that's when I realized You heard my midnight prayer. Oh, yeah. Yeah, You heard my midnight prayer. Oh. When everybody was gone, the whole house was sleeping, but I couldn't close my eyes. I kept staring at the ceiling, asking questions in the night. I thought about tomorrow, I thought about yesterday, I thought about the things I lost and everything I failed to say. I turned my phone off, I didn't want another voice, I didn't need another opinion, I just needed You. So I sat there in the darkness, and finally I stopped pretending. Oh,
I didn't know what to ask for.
I didn't know what to say.
So
I whispered Your name and let the tears pray for me. You heard my midnight prayer. Nobody knew why I cried. You saw the tears upon my face and stayed right by my side. You heard my midnight prayer even when I had no words. You understood my broken heart before my voice could speak. I thought I was alone, but You were there. I thought You couldn't hear, but You heard me. I told you about my worries, I told you about my fears, I told you about the people who disappeared through the years. I told you about my dreams that seemed so far away. I told you how I was getting tired of fighting every day. I didn't hide my anger, I didn't hide my questions, I didn't pretend to have faith. When my heart was struggling, I simply gave You everything. And You didn't judge my weakness,
You didn't turn away.
You backed me in the darkness
And gave me grace.
You heard my midnight prayer when I couldn't find my way. You gave me enough strength to make it through another you're not alone. I waited for an answer. I expected something loud. Maybe lightning through the window, maybe thunder from the clouds. But nothing happened. The room stayed quiet. The clock kept moving. The night stayed dark. And for a moment I thought maybe God didn't hear me. Then I noticed my breathing had slowed. My heart wasn't racing anymore. The fear had become smaller. The circumstances hadn't changed. The peace had entered the room. You didn't change the night, you changed me inside it. You didn't remove every problem, you gave me peace while I faced it. You heard my midnight prayer. Even when I couldn't see, you gave me peace in the darkness and reminded me you're near. You heard my midnight prayer. You know the night was long. You gave me enough strength to keep believing until dawn. That night, I prayed for people who didn't know I was praying. I prayed for those I loved who were fighting battles of their own. I asked you to protect them. I asked you to give them peace. I asked you to guide their footsteps wherever they might be. I couldn't fix their problems, couldn't change their journey, but I knew I could put them in your hands. So I stopped carrying what only you could carry. I stopped trying to control what belonged to you. You heard my midnight prayer. For every person I love, you know every hidden battle. You see what no one else does. You heard my midnight prayer. So I leave them in your care, because the God who carried me can meet them anywhere. Then I finally prayed for me, not for money, not for success, not for a perfect life. I asked for peace, I asked for wisdom, I asked for strength. I asked you to help me become the person you created me to be. I said, God, if you don't change my situation, change my heart. And somehow that became one of the most important prayers I had ever prayed. Because sometimes we ask God to remove the storm when He's trying to breathe.
There was a time I honestly didn't know what to do. I had questions, but no answers. I had plans, but nothing was working. I prayed, but the silence felt so loud. I remember sitting alone one night, looking at the ceiling and asking God, where do I go from here? I didn't know what tomorrow would bring. I didn't know how the story would end. But somehow I still had enough faith to whisper one thing: God, please lead me. And that prayer changed everything.
I woke up with a heavy heart. Another morning, same old pain. I looked outside my window, but nothing seemed to change. I had dreams inside my heart. I had plans I wanted to see, but every road I tried to walk seemed to it turn against me. I told myself I'd figure it out. I said I'd find another way. But the more I tried to fix my life, the more I felt afraid. I didn't tell nobody how tired I really was. I smiled when they asked me, but inside I was falling apart.
I had reached the place
where my own strength wasn't enough. So I closed my eyes and whispered, God,
I need you. When I didn't know what to do,
I put my
trust in you.
when every road looked impossible, you showed me
What was true?
when I didn't know
Where to go?
I put my hand in yours.
My hand in yours.
Couldn't see the way ahead, but you opened up the door. I didn't know the answer,
I didn't know the way,
but I knew you would never fail me. There were nights I couldn't sleep, my mind was running wild. I kept thinking about tomorrow like a frightened little child. What if everything went wrong? What if my dreams never came true? What if all the things I prayed for never made their way to me? I tried to hide the worry behind a confident face, but you could see the fear inside that nobody else could trace. You saw every tear before it ever reached my eyes. You knew every question before I spoke the words. And when I couldn't explain
what was happening to me,
you didn't ask for an explanation. You simply said, trust me.
when I didn't know what to do,
I put my
trust in you.
when my heart was full of fear. Your love carried me through.
Carry me through.
When I didn't know,
Where to go?
you stayed right by my side.
I couldn't see.
Couldn't see the destination, but you knew the road ahead. So I stopped trying to control everything, and I started learning how to trust you. I remember one midnight when I couldn't take no more. I got down beside my bed with my knees up on the floor. I didn't have fancy words, I didn't know what to pray. I just whispered through my tears, God, please make a way. I told you all my worries, I told you all my fears. I told you about the dreams I carried through the years. And after I had said it all, the situation hadn't changed. The bills were still there, the questions were still there, the road was still uncertain, but something inside me had changed. The storm was still outside, but peace had entered me. And for the first time I realized I didn't have to solve everything tonight.
When I didn't know what to do,
I gave my worries
to you.
when I couldn't change tomorrow.
I trusted you.
I trusted you
With it too.
when I didn't know.
Where to go?
I stopped running in fear. I realized the God who made tomorrow was already standing there. I couldn't see it, but you could. I couldn't understand it, but you did. I wanted you to tell me
Exactly how it would be.
I wanted every detail.
The future you had for me.
I wanted doors to open the
Moment I began to pray,
I wanted every mountain to
disappear that day.
But you taught me something different. Faith doesn't need every answer. Sometimes faith simply says, I know you're with me. Sometimes faith takes a step, even when the road isn't clear. Sometimes faith keeps believing when nothing has changed yet. So I stopped asking, God, show me everything, and started asking, God, show me the next step. When I didn't know what to do, you taught me how to wait. I woke up with a heavy heart, and another morning, same old pain. I woke up with a heavy heart. I honestly didn't know what to do. I had questions, but no answers. I had plans, but nothing was working. I prayed, but the silence felt so loud. I remember sitting alone one night, looking at the ceiling and asking God, where do I go from here? So I didn't know what tomorrow would bring. I didn't know how the story would end, but somehow I still had enough faith to whisper one thing.